Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
If she has your DNA and it's in you, she's going to want to connect. And once she sees how magnificent and how powerful, and even this form that you did, this profound display of love, you know, in having this platform, I think it's going to blow her mind because, what you're doing here is not just selfish. You're using this situation to help other people find their way. And so even in that where, it's benefiting her, she'll be able to see this. This is part of her legacy. You're part of her legacy. But other people will be able to share in this and say, thank you, brother, because this podcast, this show saved my life.
Yeah, you already know what time it is. You understand? UPK, One West of the Command Junior High to all my brothers. We rolling through. You understand? Cause these niggas weak. These niggas don't know what to do. You see these soldiers beside me, standing in all black with them shields on post, marching. They all my brothers.
Gold is precious, but loyalty is priceless. Harm on the mind might leave you lifeless. Wrong with this shit, I'm in need of diapers. Endure through any crisis, cause all my niggas righteous, all politics with vipers. Cowards fold, real niggas hold rank, stand for what they believe and won't compromise a thing. Never harmonize with traitors, do not affiliate with impersonators. You cross the line, you gon' catch the vapors. My niggas strong, no chase. Them other niggas sweet like annihilators. Tank full of brown sugar like annihilate. Every time I move, a righteous demonstration. All I deny is Satan. My brother's glorious, true warriors. The labor swore down the death sentence. Can't stop till we notorious. Thrown in my way with a supreme audience. Proud ass nigga get exiled. No loitering around my brothers.
Yeah, you already know what it is. 144 back again, UPK style, putting it down for my brothers. And I roll with straight soap.
That's
you
right.
See them niggas with them shields
That's
and
right.
the fatigues and them boots. They my brothers. We gon' rule it on the king on the stand. We gon' rule this bitch at all costs. Nigga, we gon' take this from them blackers.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
To the
That's
ground.
right.
And
That's
we gon'
right.
eat
That's
and
right.
drink. Me and all
My brain like the ladder house. You can't blend with my men, nigga. I can tell you fake from your treacherous mouth. Claiming God is all love, we don't believe that. Give a damn about your 2 cents. Fuck your feedback. I give it all for my brothers, they deserve it. No excuses for my niggas. They striving to be perfect. Sacrifice whatever form, they never owe it. You be cake, we click tight like Sweet Pea and Joe. Endure to the end, it's what a wise man told me. Liquor from the top shelf, but I spit it with the load. 144, nigga, everybody know me. All I ever wanted was revenge, fuck a road. Say you down for the cause, gotta show me. Stand tall and do not blush. Remain calm when the danger pop up. Flow deep like David Jones locker. More bars than Central Locker. No competition, only glory in the distance for my brothers. Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. Yeah. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rawan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General, your honor. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look. Hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin' my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit I never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hawkin' gon' let him have it. Hey, like you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit. Y'all know they can't stand us, but we UPK Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood. I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping their hug. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey.
AB with the keys.
They say the spirit itself bear witness with my spirit that we are the children of God. That's why I'm in all black, booty, ready for war like a Howard Shire. Raised under warriors and mighty men just so I can
put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Beat my ribs, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Papa Charles, let me prove a word. When the sky falls, it's gonna catch me working. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. I mean, put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my eyes when we arguing out here. We all about them, my father's work. Yahweh, Shai. I for miss move all the time. My ladies is found. We follow the order I told you. Full of culture, you ain't thought of. Streets I was taught on. Type you can really depart on. Bought, sold, and I fought on. Charges I caught on. They call it the cause of the heart that I got for assault on my block. Snitch, I am not. Hate for a cop. My enemy sinned against me. I'm a sinner. But what they got in them, they heal them. Baptism of Christ. Screaming Yahweh, Shai. in my battle cry. Ready to die, no biggie. Holly offend me, I'm litty. She wanna get with me, I'm picky. Digging the rip till she dizzy. Give it a rapture, get a back rub, then back to the action. Packing the full metal jacket, never get murked. Putting in my father's work. Never see me with them heathens, my team hated. We the greatest on face of the earth. We the truth, I know it hurt. Fruitless to believe your words. It ain't about nothing, you bluffing. Scared, go to church. True definition of Christian win. You got 15 men, we got 2 or 3. But the difference is we got discipline. Nigga, listen here. Boy, with these warriors, get your whole existence clear. Talking you, your house, or your rented kids. Screaming, oh my God, with the vengeance here. So I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Beat my ribs, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Papa Charles, let's prove a worth it. When the sky falls, you gon' catch me working. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. I mean, put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my arc and we all been out here. We all about that my father's work. Chosen rose and concrete. Ain't nothing sweet for a street. Well, my record told the story, selling for cake every day. Do I just want to celebrate? 1738. Up in my cup like what's up is you single to mingle. I'll bring you out the world, show you queendom. Lead you straight to the kingdom. We ain't gon' rush, of course. I was taught the court till you make your mind up and say you mine. Soaking in the oil, smelling so divine. Make me lay hold of 110.5. You was my desire, you're the righteous kind. But I've been so wicked from the dirt. Feeling your portion, of course, is more than I'm worth. Just make me get back to this work. Ready for war. Hope came booted. Bulletproof shooters to do what they told. Orders by generals from the Lord of hosts. Double time, nigga, let's go. Blazing on all the beasts in the street, I got heat. Rude speech about they bad luck and they lies till they cross the line. Then they come to find their whole body bagged up. Gotta cut, leaving blood everywhere for the art that he thought. He told him walk with me when I talk simply. Is that what I talk is the law? Be so heavy though, it's what I'm watching for. Is who gon' rock and roll off the hook. Fish the most vicious niggas out malicious conditions. This hit isn't for the shook, but watch while I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Beat my ribs, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Papa Charles, let me prove a worth. And when the sky falls, you gon' catch me working. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. I mean, put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my arc and we all been out here. We all about that my father's work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in.
Hey, shalom, shalom. Let's clap it up for class. Hey, I need somebody give me a 1W in the chat if I could be heard. The water, young man, Charles. The water for that. I appreciate you. I just want to say shalom. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah Brakatah to the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Atham Bashem, Yahweh Shah to the sisters. We are the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out in 1 West, Harlem, New York. 125th Street under Commanding General Yohana. And today's class is going to be the Brotherhood class. All right. Today we titled it Stand Together or Fall Alone. Because a lot of times, you know, especially, I'm gonna say, especially Judah, black people, so-called black men, we try to do things by ourselves. So-called black sisters try to do things by themselves. They so individualized, and that's a trick by the oppressor. The oppressor's game is to divide and conquer. So you're playing right into his hands when you try to do things by yourself. When we got people making songs called Miss Independent or INU, how was that Webby song? INDEPEN, whatever, about the Trill family. Yeah. Talking about they like independent women and all that type of stuff. You're never alone. Right. This world is not about being alone. It's about togetherness. Israel's supposed to be about being together. And our King Christ taught us that. That's one of his biggest rules. So we're gonna go into that today. I don't know if I have anybody to read for me. If you would, you could. Anybody online can join the stream. You out. We dropped the link in the chat. Feel free to do that. If you got any questions or comments, post it in the chat as well. So I'm gonna start out. Salaki, I gotta grab it here on my laptop. Hold on one second. Yeah, because like I was saying though, the oppressor's game is to divide and conquer. So you playing right into his game by trying to do things by yourself, by trying to tackle the world alone. Any strong force in this world has a team or a collaboration. You're not gonna see one man take over anything or handle anything by itself. I mean, any TV show you look at the Justice League or the Avengers, they all together. They're all united. There's not a single superhero or whatever who does things by himself. Batman has Alfred. Superman even had Lois Lane. So it's nothing or nobody that can do anything by themselves. Everybody say, I built this from the ground up by myself. I did it all, got out the mud. But the thing is, you ain't do nothing by yourself because first of all, you weren't born by yourself. You had the least, you had your mother with you. The least, you had your father with you there. You had a doctor there when you was born. So from that time on, you've never been truly by yourself. You just put this thought in your mind that, well, we were taught that we should be independent or alone by our person so they can conquer us. But when you're alone, what really can you do alone? Besides pride yourself. Like, you think you doing anything by yourself, you just priding yourself. You make yourself granular, more bigger than what you really are. Right. We're gonna get into that. I'm gonna start out by reading this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. So the Most High commanded us to love our brothers as we love ourselves. How would you want to be treated? You wouldn't want to be, nobody really wants to be alone, right? Nobody, you can't sit here and tell me I want to be alone. If you want to be alone, go sit in a dark room right now and don't get out of there until you got to eat and go right back. And we're going to see how your mental health really going to be after that. We really going to see how you going to be feeling emotionally. We're going to see how you're going to be feeling physically. You're not going to feel very well. I guarantee you that. You got to love your brother as you love thyself. And I love myself in the regard of I want people to treat me, my brothers, my people, like they actually need me, right, or they're appreciative that I'm here. So that's how I treat my brothers. I'm always appreciative to see my brothers. Right. I'm appreciative to treat them to a nice meal, or when I can, do this, that, and the fourth, give them a ride somewhere, whatever they need, whatever they need, because that's how I want to be treated. Right. And without those type of gestures, without those type of people loving you like they love themselves, then you're not going to get anywhere in this world. You can't get anywhere in this world by yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if everybody had that mindset of, I need you. I absolutely need you. Right. Not just that it's cool that I got a brother. It's cool, whatever. I'm going to take it for granted. Nope. I actually need you. Right. And also, you may need me. I might need you for a different reason than you need me, but all in all, we need each other. Right. And this ain't my words, this is the Most High words. I'm gonna read it again. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. The Lord knew he made a multitude of people for a reason. He didn't just make one person on this earth just to walk around by themselves. And that's for a reason. Matter of fact, I'm going to Google psychological effects of being alone. Let's Google that real quick. I'm going to say, how long can you go without human interaction? Oh, the Google AI overview, when I Googled how long you can go without human interaction, it says a person can physically survive for years or even decades in total isolation, but mental health typically begins to decline within days to a few weeks. Right. Severe psychological damage, anxiety, and cognitive fading can start after just a few days of total sensory and social deprivation. Even your body and your mind is telling you that you need one another. Right. You need your brother. You need your sister. So why ignore that? Just to say, I did it on my own. I built this and that on my own. I got it on my own. Just to say that? You got to do some self-evaluation. You got to do some self-evaluation. You got to realize you ain't the main character of the story, man. This book ain't about you. This story ain't about you. This world is not about you. Our community was sold that you could be the main character, you could be the director, you could be the writer, you could be the cameraman, you could be all that. And the movie of you, the book of you. But that's not reality. That is definitely not reality. I'm gonna keep going. The Most High told us to love thy neighbor as we love ourselves. Christ also said the same thing. We're going to go to the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 39. And this is written red. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 39. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Christ told you the same. He quoted the same thing the Most High commanded us to do, is to love thy neighbor as thyself. If the greatest man on earth, who ever walked on this earth, whoever will walk on this earth, said to love your neighbor as you love yourself, then what do you think you should do? Everybody say, I take inspiration, or so-and-so is my idol or my role model. And they do as they role model, they idol, right? Like I used to like Kobe. Everybody liked Kobe, right? When he was playing basketball, may he rise again. When he came and started doing that turnaround jumper on the elbow, or doing it, whatever moves he got, everybody mimicked him. Even when you ball up a piece of paper and throw it in the trash can, you be like, Kobe, you know what I'm saying? You mimicking him. But you don't want to mimic Christ when he say, love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Loving your neighbor is when he's in need, you're there for him. When she's in need, you're there for her. When you're in need, you express that to your brother or your sister. And vice versa. That's loving your neighbor as you love thyself. And think that people walk around and say they follow Christ, but they're just divided in every single way. In every way, we were taught that this vain aspect of life to where you're everything. Like I said, you're your own director, your own filmmaker, you're everything. And how can you accomplish anything by yourself? Like to build a building, you need a team. To maintain a building, you need a team. To maintain a business, you need a team. One person's not gonna come out here and lay bricks down on a building saying I'm building a business by himself, then do his own plumbing and electrical work. No, one person's not gonna do all that. You're gonna see a whole team of people. The construction worker gonna come out, lay out the concrete and do all these different things. You might need a demolition team even before you build a building. I mean, it's a team on top of team. You got to get the licenses, registrations, and all that from a team of people at the whatever office that you get that from. The office is a team of people. So you think you can be independent when this world is about teaming up? You can't even play Call of Duty by yourself. You got to get a squad. That's just what it's about, man. It's about squadding up, man.
Right.
Period. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep going, man. Appreciate everybody for checking in right here, man. It's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm just checking the chat real quick. Hey, the water for y'all for checking in, man. All right, we're going to keep it moving. But yeah, Christ literally lived that way. And he expressed that he needed his people. He expressed that left and right. He always expressed that. Especially when he asked for the cup to get passed. It's not that he was, spooked like, oh my gosh, they're going to take my life. It's, oh my gosh, what are my brothers going to do without me? What are my sisters going to do without me? What are my people going to do without me? I'm leaving them. I feel like I'm leaving them. Leaving them hanging dry. You know what I'm saying? That's just something you got to emulate. You want to emulate, like I said, Kobe, or you want to emulate Beyonce. You want to sing like Beyonce. Emulate Christ. Right. It's written in the book for a reason, for you to be able to read it. And he was an example of what you should be. So if he, the greatest man in the world, didn't do it by himself, how can little old you do it by yourself, man? All right. And I'm going to move on to another chapter. 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 12. But yeah, man, here in the UPK, man, we know our brothers, and we express that we need our brothers and sisters. Right. Nobody in here coming here and say, man, I don't need y'all. That's foolish, boy. That's beyond foolish. I'm the first one to tell you, I need y'all. I tell you how you call, hey, bro, I need you to grill for me, bro. I ain't got nothing at home to eat. I'm starving. Right. How you call? Grill master. Grill me something. You know what I'm saying? I might be feeling a little down or whatever. Something might be trying me. I call the Pajra and say, hey, it just start talking to him. He make you laugh, man. He'll make you laugh. Right. All the one. I talked to him about A, B, and C, man. If I just need somebody to talk to, Radha, right. I mean, I just called him up randomly. How y'all doing, man? Because I can't do it by myself. And I'm not gonna pretend like I can do it by myself. Right. That's what a body is about. The body of Christ. In a body, you don't have just one body part. You have many parts. You have an anatomy full of blood vessels and different cells. You got trillions of cells. You don't have just one cell. It all works together to form the body. So I'm going to read 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 12. And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in the Lord and admonish you. We know the people that we labor amongst because we express that we need each other and we spend time with one another to know one another. I know my brothers because I'm spending time with them, and I let y'all know, like, hey, bro, this is so-and-so going on with me. This is what I need. This is what I want. How can, they would express how they can maybe be an assistant to me. And I do the same thing for them. Because like I said before, you can't have you can't build a simple house or simple car by yourself, let alone maneuver this cold world that the oppressor build for your own detriment. The oppressor built this world for you to fail. So how you think you're going to come out here and thrive by yourself in this trap, in this hell that we call America? And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you I know my brother's strengths. I know who's good at this. I know who's good at that. I know who's not so good at something, and I know when they're not so good at something. So whenever we have something going on, whenever we're trying to plan something out, we're trying to build something, we say, hey, you go here, hey, you go here, hey, you go here. Because we're a body, we're a family. We need each other in order to stand together. If you don't stand together, you're gonna fall alone. You're gonna fall alone. One man didn't discover America. One man didn't discover South America. One man didn't create this economy, you know what I'm saying? Create America. Nah, it took thousands upon thousands of people who came together and created this United States of America. Right. And the only way we gonna do good as Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people is we come together, because we not gonna win separate like how we are right now. How are a million individuals gonna beat a million people who are united? That's just not gonna work. That's like us playing basketball, and on my team, I'm trying to steal the ball from my teammates so I can score. You helping the oppressor. At the end of the day, you helping them out. Hey, shalom, y'all. To how you call? Young man Chris, Maadana, Trooper Adam. Appreciate y'all for checking in. Makalat, y'all Bashan Yasharakata. But yeah, man, yeah. So that's just like we got family in the world, right? Blood family and all that. If people think it's harsh that we don't go to them and try to unite with them to maneuver through life, since we found the truth. Like, you might find it harsh that I literally talk to my brothers and sisters in here more than I talk to probably sometimes my own mom. Right. You might find that harsh, but talking to my mom is not gonna fix the poverty problem with my people. It's people outside right now sleeping on the floor, sleeping on the ground, on bus stops, who ain't got no food in their stomach. Talking to my mom ain't gonna fix that problem. But talking to my brothers, we can help fix that problem. Because we come together. My mom and my pops, they don't even talk no more. They divorced. They don't talk no more. They're not united. So why am I going to them? For anything, really? I'm going to my brothers who's trying to unite. They're trying to divide. They can't teach me nothing but division. The brothers in here teach me unity. The brothers in here teach me how not to destroy myself. They'll teach the people outside in the street how not to destroy themselves. You understand? So go to the next scripture. I'm gonna go to Luke 6:31. But yeah, this is how we maneuver in the UPK, man. Right. When a brother in need of something, sometimes you don't even gotta ask. Sometimes they pull up on you. Say, I ain't heard from you. You good? What's going on, man? Right. They bring you with right on time too. Right when you was like, man, I'm giving up. You hear somebody at your door. Hey, Shalom, what's going on, man? You good? It's like, and they can look in your eyes and tell that, because we know our brother, we know who we labor amongst. They know when something wrong with our brother and our sister. You got something I don't want? Come. Yeah, we know what's going on. And that's the importance of us coming in here so we can look each other in the eyes and see what's going on with our brother and our sister. Because you might be going through something at home. And the reason why you're not coming here is because you're trying to hide that. And you can't hide that here. We're going to bring that out. You're going to be at home saying, I need to call a brother. I need to call a sister to fix this problem. But Satan going to tell you, nah, Put the phone down. You don't need to do it. You can handle this by yourself. You tough, right? what Rico said, you can get shot every day, B. You be all right. You tough, right? That ain't the case, man. That's Cameron, man. That's not the case, man. You got to come in here with your brothers and sisters, man. Because if you don't, you're going to let Satan win. If you come in here and somebody sees something going on with you, you might say, nah, I'm cool. I'm too wild. I'm straight. But we're gonna address that. We're going to be like, hey, if there's something going on with you, you need to let it be known. Right. Because that negative energy, whatever you want to call it, you bring it in here, that's contagious. Right. That's contagious. And we don't want that here. That don't fly here. Right. So we finna battle this out together. Or you know what I'm saying? Or we gonna have some issues. And you don't want the latter. We're gonna battle this thing out together as brothers and as sisters. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna go to the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 31. Select. And as ye would that men should do to you, ye also to them likewise. You want to live a great life, right? You don't want to have to struggle or want for nothing. So why sit here and watch your brothers do that? Why not be of a service to your brother and sister? Right. Like, you know, people got it confused. Like they want to be a boss, the independent boss or whatever. I want to be a big time entrepreneur, big shot, whatever you want to call it. But we have been taught the opposite of what it means to be a boss or a leader. We taught that a boss or a leader just tell you what to do. I call shots. I say what goes, what this, that goes. It's my way or the highway. But really, a boss or a leader serves the people under them. You don't know. You have to give the most time. You got to give the most effort, the most blood, sweat, and tears. Not for you, but for the people who are dependent on you. It's people under you whose lives are at stake, whose people's families are at stake. Right. You're serving them. In this situation, they're better than you. They're the big shots because they don't gotta wake up at X amount in the morning. They ain't gotta wake up before the sunrise and be out to the sunset working for you. But when you're a real leader, you the one sun up, sundown, putting in the extra pain, extra work for them so they comfortable, so they can live right. A real leader will come to the school and early before everybody come here and get things set up, even when they ain't got to. They come clean up even when they ain't got to. Like Cassiar showed me, he's an example of what a real leader should be. Right. Cassiar, he'd come to the school, he probably work an 8-hour shift, then come to the school and come scrub the walls, and he's a man above all of us. Right. That's just an example of what a real leader should do. And that's an example of a person who lives for their brothers or their people, who acknowledges that togetherness is better than being one and alone. You know what I'm saying? And he exemplifies Luke 6:31. Men should do to you, do also to them likewise. He ain't gonna treat you how he wants to. He's gonna treat you how he wants to be treated. The men above us treats us how they think they want to be treated as well. They're not gonna do you wrong because they don't want to be done wrong. You understand? Hey, y'all, Bashan Yasharakatah to Hadar. He said, absolutely no shame in asking for help. Old school closed mouths don't get fed. That's a fact. I heard another one. The hinge that squeaks gets the grease. I heard that one. It's the same thing, man. Yep, Kambakan, squeaky wheel. Closed mouths don't get fed at the end of the day. If you don't express to your brothers and your sisters what's going on, what you need, then you're gonna fall. That's just how it goes. That's humans can't be in this thing by themselves. What I just read earlier, I read that psychologically, when you're alone, what it say? Your mental health declines detrimentally when you're by yourself, when you isolate yourself. I'm gonna Google another one. Let me say social, people, and mental health correlation. I'm saying your mind and your body would agree with the scriptures, man. I just Google social people and mental health correlation. And it says on Google, strong social connections strongly improve mental health, while loneliness and isolation increase the risk of anxiety and depression. Let that sink in for a second. So all that introvertness that was pushed onto our people through social media was propaganda. Right. All this Miss Independent, bad boss babe, whatever, was pushed to you as propaganda. Because nobody likes that boss babe. Nobody likes her. And she think it's because, oh, I'm better than you, I'm more successful than you, I got more money than you. That's what she think. No, it's because you separated yourself and start stepping over the people thinking you bigger and better than them, when really you should be serving the people. Right. That's what a real leader do. You're supposed to be with your people. You're supposed to unite with your brothers and sisters, man. Ain't no other way around it.
I got a precept for you.
Come.
I can't remember the exact chapter verse in Job, but it talks about before Job went through his trial, just the type of brother that he was. Although he was very successful and he obviously had like a lot of wealth,
right?
What he was known for was giving a lot of the Lord's wisdom to the poor people in the city where he was at. And there's different parts of Book of Job where he talks about that part of his life while he's going through what he's going through.
Right, come.
Yeah, so what you're saying is on point.
Come. And you see every prophet in the Bible, they famous for doing for the people. Show me a prophet in the Bible who was favored that only did for themselves. Christ was the main example. His whole life was for his people. He didn't enjoy anything that you can enjoy in life because he was so engulfed in doing the work of the Most High, exemplifying brotherhood and sisterhood, exemplifying that, being a personification of that. So like, yeah, y'all would never know like how much better life is with your brothers, having a brotherhood. Right. Like I said, you can't do it by yourself. I'm gonna go to 1 John 4:20. But yeah, man, in here in the UPK, man, we really live for our brothers and sisters, man. Like you could tell the people outside of the UPK don't, because they steady fighting and unaliving each other and trying to take what's don't belong to them. Like they always love the phrase, what is it? Either be kill or be killed or whatever. We ain't got that mindset, man. We say unite or die. They say dog eat dog world. We say the opposite. We say stand together or fall alone. It's the complete opposite. And you see how much more the Lord favors us versus the separate spirit that our people have in the world. You could tell just how society's going. In this hell we living in. We suffering. And in here, we suffer in here, we suffer together, which relinquish a lot of the pressure than if you was by yourself, sitting in a dark room, suffering by yourself, or in a big old mansion by yourself that you got from being a boss, babe. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be broke with my brothers than rich by myself. Because you see how many rich people unalive themselves? Because money don't fix those problems. Only thing that can fix the problems is the Most High Christ and your brothers, your sisters. That's the only thing that can do it. You understand? It's the book of 1 John chapter 4 verse 20. If any man say, I love God and hate his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he hath not seen? That's heavy. That's heavy. This whole thing is just about brotherhood. It's about being with your brothers and your sisters. Like, if you can't respect the person that's standing right in front of you saying, hey, I'm a breathing, living human being, if you can't love that person and be there for that person, how can you be there for the Most High who you can't see? How can you follow Christ who you never met, never seen? He lived 4,000 plus, maybe thousands of years ago, before you was born. So how can you love that, but you don't love the person standing right here in front of you? Right. Sisters on the corner right now, having to sleep in ragged clothes in the wintertime, freezing. I ain't got no food on their plate. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no food. But you saying you love the Most High when your sister's right there? You can reach out and touch your sister, and you don't do for her like you want to be done to yourself. If you was out there, you would want somebody to bring you some food, give you a quarter at least, bring you a meal, a blanket, some socks, something. But you say you love God and you follow Christ. How can you love God whom he hath not seen? You ain't seen the Most High. How can you love them when you don't love the people that's right here in front of you? And another way I know you don't love the people that's right here in front of you is that you go out and build these multi-billion-dollar businesses and corporations, but step over the so-called little people who don't have anything. Like we did a mission where we was passing out food and clothing to the unhoused, and they were sleeping on the steps of a big old church. They don't love their brothers like they love themselves. They don't love the Most High. You can't do the bigger things if you don't do this. You can't do the smaller things. Like a small thing would be loving the person that's right here in front of you. So how can you say and tell me you love something you have not seen? You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go to the book of John, chapter 13, verse 34. A lot of times Christ had to beat this thought in y'all head, because back then they probably taught the same thing as we taught now. Like to be independent, be by yourself. You can do this on your own. That's just crazy. That's crazy. Can you start a family by yourself? You can't start a family by yourself. You can't start a business by yourself. Most of us can barely start a fire by ourselves. The way we start a fire nowadays, we get a lighter, which somebody else made, by the way. Somebody made that lighter for you to use. So you can't do it by yourself. But want to be a boss, want to be by themselves, want to do things on their own. Stop it, man. Stop it. And you know the phrase, don't reinvent the wheel, was made for a reason. Like, why would I have to go through these different things when somebody else already been through it for me? Why not just ask somebody who probably already been through the same situation that I might be going through and just get wise counsel from them? That's what we do here. The term reinvent the wheel is heavy too, because the wheel was invented by somebody else. You trying to do something that somebody else has done. And if you know somebody else has done it, you're using their ideas to do something, which means you ain't do it by yourself either. It just gets deep. And it's only in the so-called black Hispanic communities and Native Indian communities that this is pushed to. Like, other groups of people come together, they would sleep 20 deep in one house. just to make things get to rolling, like to stack money and start businesses and do things together. It'd be 50 people in one apartment just so they can get each and every family financially stable so they can get their own stuff. We don't do that. We'd rather stay in a 3-bedroom apartment by ourselves. Sit there and rot by ourselves. When there's probably another brother or sister next door in another house by themselves. They rather get a pet nowadays than to be together as a family. At least get together and pretend like we like each other. Nah, but they rather sit in that dark room and starve and go through these problems by themselves when they can have the comfort of one another. They just come together like Christ told you to do. Come together, man. It'll make it so much easier. You might have a leaky roof in your house, and the person next door, your brother or sister next door, might even know how to fix it. You wouldn't know because you want to be by yourself. You want to be independent. You want to be by yourself. You might get sick. You don't know what's going on. You might have some type of symptom, but the brother down the street, he might be a doctor. The sister down the street might be a pharmacist. You wouldn't know, but because you want to be by yourself. You want to be what they call it, an introvert. You don't like people. I don't like people, so I stay away from people. You don't like people, but you like the things that people produce. You like cell phones. You like strong drink liquor, and you like go to clubs and stuff like that. People produce that, but you don't like the people. So you prefer the building, but you won't prefer the person who put in the blood, sweat, tears to create that building. You want to be a sister saying, I don't need a man. I can just carry a weapon and that protect me. But a person made the weapon. Come on, man. We're becoming so dehumanized and so unsensitive to one another to where we just look at the things. We look past the people and look at the things. We look at the computer and not think about who might have made the computer or who might have made the sacrifice to help you buy the computer, or maybe the store associate who helped you find the computer. You can't do stuff by yourself, man. It just don't work like that. Life don't work like that. Salakia. Let me see. I'm going to the book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 17. And like I said, you got to know that this is this is propagated towards our people, because nobody but our people believe that you don't need anybody. Single people, we got to the point where brothers and sisters start taking pride in being single. Like, you're proud of being single. You should think it.
Child free.
Child free.
Instead of childless. Like, just think about that.
Come. They say they're child free. They're 25 or 30, no kids. They say it like it's a badge of honor. And I think to myself, I don't think that's a good thing, man. I think not being wanted or isn't a flex. Not saying that if you're by yourself, nobody wants you, but it's nothing. There's nothing to brag about, because, like I said, you can't do nothing by yourself. You like I said, you building yourself up to where you in your mind you're thinking that I'm so good, nobody deserves me, or I'm better than everybody, so I got to come down to your level to be with somebody. And that's not the case. That's not normally the case. A lot of people, let's face the reality. A lot of people are single today because nobody can deal with you. Nobody can deal with your attitude. Nobody can deal with your laziness. Nobody can deal with your non-negotiableness. Nobody want to deal with a woman who can't stop talking, who's clamorous, who can't shut up. Nobody wants to deal with a man who's sensitive and always about his feelings, who can't get nothing done. use the food. It ain't everybody in the world, it's you. And then you try to convince yourself that nah, I'm just an introvert. That's just my you know, that's just who I am. I like to be by myself. Psychology, I just proved on Google. I just Googled it. Psychologically and mentally, that's not the case. We're built to be social creatures. Christ told you that. You need your brothers. We read like 4 scriptures already to tell you. You understand? Oh, like in Ottawa, you said you people starting to get these dogs and these cats to replace people. Like you see people in Atlanta. We're in Atlanta. You see people pushing strollers. You thinking it's a baby in there. It's like, oh, it's a cute baby. And then you see it's a dog in there. Oh, okay.
Since I've come to Atlanta, especially in Midtown,
Right.
we having these dogs that are fully grown dogs. They're adult dogs, but they're so tiny. They look like some wind would just like unalive.
Right.
Like a strong enough wind, like they treat them like they're baby.
Right.
You know, they for the amount of money that they're paying to live in that area, they could have 3 kids.
They can have 3 kids. Come.
But instead, they'd rather live in the center of the city with a dog and no social contact.
And a woman would have abortions too, but have dogs. You want to abort the dog,
right?
But you have Salaki. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thank y'all for checking in, man. I'm also on TikTok here. But yeah, it's so sick. It's so sick. And then it's got to the point where brothers and sisters would sleep in the bed with their dog. Like the dog be chilling in the bed with them. I don't remember. I mean, I might be pretty young or whatever, but I don't remember black people doing that. So-called Hispanic people doing that. I don't remember that. I don't even remember us having animals in the house, let alone in the bed with you or in a stroller with you, pushing a stroller with a dog in there. We got to do something better, man. Right. Right. And we've been taught to be individuals, but you still go out and get a pet. That shows that you are not supposed to be alone.
Right.
You're not. You know what I'm saying? Salaki. I'm about to get into the book of Salaki, John 13:34. Hey, yes, Mark, Kawan, what's going on, man? It's good to see you, man. Hopefully we see you soon, man. We gotta look you in your eyes, make sure you tawab. You know, we don't know what you're going through unless you hear Warren with us, man, so we can war with you. We need to see you, man. We miss you. Your brothers miss you, bro. I miss you. We gotta see you, man. Yes, sir. This is the book of John, chapter 13, verse 34. I read this one already, but we're gonna read it again. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you. It say love one another, not Fido. Not that little cat they be walking around your house. It say love one another. If you want companionship so bad, why not adopt a kid, a human, not a fur baby? What y'all call them, fur babies? You can adopt a real baby, human baby. You know you can do that, right? But you prefer to adopt a dog. You adopt a dog and treat it and give it a human name, but you want to call your brothers a dog or your sister a dog. So you call the dog a human name, but a person a dog. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. That's not loving one another like you love yourself. You prioritizing yourself over your brother and your sister just by purchasing a dog over Just even you can have a dog, you can have a pet. That's tawab, that's fine. But save at least a little energy for your people. Do a little service for your people as well. Like you're gonna walk your dog 1, 2, 3 times a day. You're gonna feed it, you're gonna spend money on it, you're gonna get it groomed, you're gonna get it take care of. You're gonna do all that, but you ain't gonna give $1 to the brother or sister that's on the street. I don't get that. All because you think you can live in this world by yourself. You think you secure. You think your money is gonna protect you from what might happen in this world. What's going to happen in this world? Things happen in this world that you're gonna need brothers and sisters to help you get out of that. You understand? I'm gonna go to Salakia. And like I said, man, the best man who ever walked on this planet, he let it be known that he wanted his brothers, he needed his brothers to be there with him. And he showed by example that you lead brothers and sisters, you service them. It's not the other way around. They don't serve you, you serve them. Come.
Even when you talk about like the situations where people treated like Christ was alone, he wasn't really alone. Like when he was going through what he was going through in the wilderness, he wasn't alone. The angels were right there.
Right, come.
He wasn't alone when his brothers were asleep, but he needed somebody to talk to. Moses and Elijah were right there.
Right there.
You know what I'm saying? So just because whatever level you're on, you got to be strong to the people beneath you, and they don't need to see what's going on with you so that they can aspire to be like you. There are men above you who they need people on their level to hold them up.
Right.
Once you are a trooper, you be around troopers, and then you listen to the men above you, and then once you pass your officer test, you become an officer. Now you're putting in officer level work, and you're with your brothers on that level.
Right. Come. And in every level, like you said, at every level, you're gonna be with brothers, you're gonna be with sisters. It's all about each other. Like there's no other reason to be here other than serving one another, helping one another. So what you brought out was real heavy. I don't want. Come, sir, through water, sir. I couldn't do this without another brother, without Christ. Commander General Yohana.
Right.
All the men above us. They cared about me, even though they didn't even know me. They cared about me more than a lot of the people who are propagated to, who say, you know, my own family. You can say they cared about me more than my own family cared about me. Because as soon as I walked through this door, they came to me with open arms. And since then, they still here for me whenever I need anything, through the good or the bad. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm gonna go to Matthew 4:17. But yeah, we have to get to the mindset where we everything has to be about one another. Like that's the whole purpose of life, is really another person. Like it's not about you, it's about them, him, her, and him. Like you have kids, it's about your kids. When your parents get old, you gotta honor thy mother and thy father. You got to take care of them. You can't expect a kid to do it by themselves. You can't expect an elderly person to do it by themselves. That should just give you a living example of how things should be with one another as brothers and sisters.
Shame the school, not knowing damn well you're the only person who can take care of your mother.
Damn right, sir. Damn right. And that's a fact, sir. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 17. From that time, Yahushua began to preach and to say, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. We ain't got no choice but to unite. We have no choice. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. And that's not going to be a place where I'm just thinking about myself or you just think about yourself. The only way you can build a kingdom is together. Is you got to have a body. You got to have governing bodies.
Right.
You got to have, like I said earlier, a construction team. You got to have people who can map out the land as a team. It takes a team. You got to have maybe security. You got to have people, this people don't realize, because we live in such a pampered society, how rough this world it really is. Like, if you didn't have people who came and civilized, I can't say the word civilized, because people were wiped out at mass, but people who came and went through the wilderness, chopped down trees, got ate up by bugs and mosquitoes and spiders and stuff to build your Starbucks that you love so much. You don't realize that they went through that because you just walk into the Starbucks and get your coffee or a drink or whatever. You don't realize what kind of blood, sweat, and tears it took to even get to that point. Before they even had AC, you know what it take to, what it take to build something like that? It takes people. It takes group thinking. It don't take just you sitting in your room by yourself like, I'm finna do this. It's like, nah, you can't do that unless you had somebody to help you do this and do this and do this to get you to the point where you can even get the parts or the things to put together to do so. Like, if I want to build an AC unit, I'm gonna have to get the parts from somebody else who already created the parts, the individual parts to put together. The AC unit has parts that needs to be come together like a body, like I said, the human body. We're a body. We have to be brothers and sisters to one another, because if you don't, one body part, one AC unit part can't function by itself. Like, what's a finger without the hand? What's a hand without the arm and the wrist? And what's the arm without the torso? It's just there. It's just sitting there. It's food for the wild. If you have an arm sitting outside, it's just food for the bugs. It's worthless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to wake up just thinking about our brothers and sisters, because that selfish mindset is actually a plague that's been spread on our people. It's been spread on our people. Because if I tell you that you got to be by yourself, it's better to be by yourself, then chances are you're not gonna survive, or let alone create anything productive for your people. If I tell you to do the opposite, to unite with your people, come together as a people, then you might build, and you're gonna be a competitor to society. You might outcompete the team I'm on. If I tell other people to get together, and if I go tell Asian people to unite, which they already do, go unite, build something, they're gonna be competition to my people. So you individualizing yourself. Come.
We got right now, we got a Moabite and a Hamite with 2 trucks putting up a sign for a store for Elamite right now.
And
what are they doing? They're all together. They're not acting like they're gonna do it all by themselves.
Right.
They pulled up with two trucks.
2 or 3 people out there putting up that sign for the store next door. 2 or 3 people, not just one person. He ain't just gonna pull up in a Ford truck by himself with the sign in the back of it to come up there and put it up by himself. Nah, it's gonna take a team. Yeah. It's a heavy lift, my guy. You do that by yourself if you want to, man. Right. I got a comment from Asia. She said, "Man was not meant to be alone. So how do I fellowship with y'all?" Well, if you're a so-called Black Hispanic sister, you can give us a call. I'm gonna Google the number for you, sis. Give us a call. Give me 1 second, sis. I'm gonna give you the number. You give us a call, and they're gonna give you the details on how you can connect with your brothers and sisters. Because what you did was a strong move and a righteous thing you did. By trying to attempt to connect with your people, which is what we're supposed to do, which is what our brothers and sisters were doing much better back in like the 60s and the 50s, 40s, whatever, they were doing a great job doing these things. Even under all the oppression and all the hell they was going through, they still came together as a people, and it kind of alleviated it a little bit. They was thriving when they was doing it by themselves versus when us trying to integrate with other people and doing. We're better going to other people, asking for help and trying to build with them than we are with our own people. Now you see why we're in this hell that we living in. And it's a selfish thing to be like, hey, I'm doing good. I mean, life is good for me. I got a nice house, nice car, whatever. You spitting on your brothers and sisters who might not be living so good. I got you with that number, Sister Lockie. Give me 1 second. Give us a call. We're at, you can call us at 706-901-7516. So like, I don't want, could you confirm that number for me? I can't use my phone right now. I'm on live. She said, Shalom, thanks. No, thank you, sis. Again, that's 706-901-7516. If you could put in the chat for the sister, please. Okay. Cover con, sir, the water. If somebody could put that in the chat, Baba Kushak, the water. And it's good to see you too, sis. But yeah. Oh yeah. Commander General Yohana, I had mentioned him. He ordered us to protect the flock and feed the flock. First of all, it wouldn't be a flock if we was individualized. If we was by ourselves, it would just be one sheep. We got to come together, first of all, and be a flock. And we have to protect one another. That means that you got to look past yourself. That means you got to look past your wants and sometimes your needs. Sometimes you got to sacrifice what you need for a brother or sister in order for the better purpose of all of us as a nation. Like, we give our time and our energy for our people because we believe that that's the only way we'll survive. That's the only way we'll survive. We'll go extinct as a people if we wouldn't lean on each other. We get thrown on ships again and return to Egypt if we continue to think that, hey, we doing this by ourselves. That's what happened. That's what happens. Right. Divide and conquer. It's the name of the game for the oppressor. They say, like, that's what any predator does. They take you away from your unit, your body, your family, and try to pick you apart one by one. I hate to use this analogy, but a child abuser, he's not going to try to talk to a child in front of his parents, in front of his brothers and sisters. He's going to say, hey, let me catch you by yourself. Let me, you know what I'm saying? But the way that we combat that is we together, we check each other. Your kid around me, that's my kid today. If my kid around you, that's your kid, brother, sister. Because in here, that's what type of unit, that's what type of body we have. Because if something happened to that kid, that happened to me. That happened to him, her, and him. Everybody gonna feel it. We all gonna mourn or be angry or be saddened or whatever happens. Everybody's gonna feel it. We're gonna take on the pain together. If you take a little ounce of the pain, you take a little ounce of the pain, I take a little ounce of the pain, that pain is much more durable. But it's less likely to happen as well because we got more eyes on that kid. We got more hands and feet to protect that kid. But if you by yourself, then, I mean, it ain't much I can do for you. If I'm by myself, it ain't much you can do for me. You know what I'm saying? So lucky. Oh, Commander Yohana. He leads and formulates this school not for himself. Like, who wants to go through that hellish endeavor to create a school of Black people and Hispanic people who hate each other, hate themselves, and bring them together under the Lord through Christ? Who wants that job? Nobody apparently wanted that job because nobody was doing it. Nobody since Christ done it. Nobody wants that job. It's damn near an impossible job because everything out here in this world, this whole society was formed for us to fail, to pick us apart, like I said. Nobody wanted that job, but Commander Junior Hunter, he took on that job. And to this day, he's still doing it. That's how you know that's somebody who does for their brother. They love their brother like they love themselves. Sometimes you can question, you think he love us more than he love himself. Imagine if everybody had that spirit, everybody had that thought process or that zeal for each other. So I'm gonna love you more than you love me. I mean, I love myself. I love you more than I love myself. Like, damn. Could you imagine what we can accomplish?
Right.
Could you even imagine? Like, I wouldn't want to hurt me because I'm scared of what my brother might do to you. Like, my brother be like, don't hurt the rage. I try to stay out of trouble because I don't know what my brothers might do.
Right.
I stay out the way because more of my brothers, I know what my brothers will do. I know what my sisters might try to do. And I don't want nothing to happen to them. So that gives me a reason to stay out the way in the sense of I don't cause any trouble with my own people. I only want to build with my people. And if we got any type of issue, I'm willing to work things out. And that's how you know it takes a lot of grit. It takes a lot of guts. That's why a lot of people don't do it. It takes more, I think it takes more grit and guts to take somebody to the side and say, to your brother or sister to the side and say, hey, you did this and it hurt me. Or I did this and it hurt you. I think that takes more grit and guts and more strength than wanting to fight that person, because we know in Israel, we like to fight. Judah like to fight. We're quicker to throw hands and spark off on somebody than we are to pull them to the side and have a conversation with them and hash things out one-on-one. That's how you know it's harder to do that, because we prefer to just swing on each other out of emotion. I was taught that the longer road and the harder road is usually the road you need to take. So if that's the harder thing to do, then I think that's pretty much what we need to do. If that makes you tougher as a man, that makes you better as a sister, that's what you need to do. You got a problem with your brother and sister, hash it out. That should be your number one priority. If you feel like you offended somebody or somebody, your brother or sister offended you, that should be your number one priority to win over your brother and your sister. Your number one priority. Don't care about no Jets game. Don't worry about no go to State Warriors game, WNBA game, whatever. Dang, what I might have said something that hurt my brother or my sister. Let me get them a call or let me go talk to them one-on-one to see what's going on. Because when things go rough with me, man, I need you. I need you. I need you to do even the small things. Me personally, I don't want to make this about me. Me personally, I just like to see my brothers and sisters. I don't care if we in the same room just staring at the wall. If you here with me, I'm good. I'm good for, that could charge me up for a good week, 5 days. I'm straight. I saw you yesterday. I'm cool. That's me personally. And I know I'm not the only one that think like that or feel like that, because we one body. We all move. We move the same. We the same people. We move the same. Ain't no way I can stay gone for a week without seeing my brother and sister, unless, you know, God forbid, you know, something happened that where I can't see my brother and sister. At least call my brother and sister. I gotta talk to y'all every day and all day. And that might be that type of selfishness I think is good. Because if I don't call my brother and sister, I'm gonna go crazy, man. And that's the only selfishness that we allow here is, let me talk to my brother and sister before I crash out or something go wrong with me. But you never know. You might be calling a brother or sister for something that you going through, and that call might make their day. That call might help them better than to help you. I might be going something and you talk me through it. Them talking me through it might be teaching themselves something that helped them out of the situation they going through. Hey, Shalom Lord Christ, Marasar, good to see you out of one. It's good to see you, sir. But yeah, that's why we appreciate Commander Geniana so much, is because he's doing the thing that nobody else wants to do. Not just looking out for one person or two people. I mean, he looking out for all of Israel, all his people, and he giving everything that he can for his people. And he's doing exactly what Christ did. And we're trying to do the same thing they're doing or done. It's never about us. It's about the people. It's about our people. It's about being either stand together or fall alone. You know what I'm saying? Life is literally the opposite of just thinking about yourself. It's literally the opposite. You can't produce yourself. It takes a man and a woman at the least to create a kid. At the least. So how you gonna go out and think you're doing things by yourself? How you think that you're gonna be able to maneuver life by yourself? You couldn't even create yourself. So how you think you're gonna live by yourself? You're gonna need your brothers and your sisters, man. I'm about to go back to Matthew 4:17. From the time Yahushua began to preach and to say, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You know, if you don't come together with your brother and sister and build together, you are offhandedly supporting somebody else's kingdom. You're building somebody else's kingdom. Like if you ain't in here, like we're fighting a war together as brothers and sisters in the ISUPK. We fighting a war, and we're out here fighting. You know what I'm saying? In our weapons, we gonna need ammo. Say, hey, I'm out of ammo. Like on Call of Duty. Hey, I'm out of ammo. I need you to bring me some ammo. Picture somebody who outside the school, whatever, a brother or sister that's not in our school. Say, hey, no, you gotta love everybody. But their actions speak differently. Right. They're actually going out giving ammo to the enemy, right, by supporting their lifestyles, right, by buying into their businesses other than a brother or sister's business. You giving them ammo to fight us. You think you saying love everybody, but you're really saying no, love them, but hate yourself, your own people. You won't even hash it out with your brother and sister. You rather divorce and separate because y'all fight like cats and dogs. So why people in the world say love everybody but don't even love their own people? You can't get along with your own people. Like I said, you'd rather buy a dog or a cat than adopt a kid. Or a lot of times you say it's a thing, people say single by choice. You ain't got no choice. That a lot of times you ain't got that choice. Sometimes, not all the time. There's just sometimes. Hold up the mirror and say, is it me? Sometimes you have to say that. You have to look in the mirror. Let your brother and sister be your mirror. Go to your brother and sister and say, hey, I'm looking for somebody, is it something that I need to work on? And be honest. Like, don't lie to your brother and sister. Don't lie to them. Be completely transparent with them. Don't say, nah, you perfect, man. You got everything going on. You this, that, whoop. People just intimidated by you. You know how people say they're just intimidated by you because you're so successful. That's just not the reality. Maybe you just somebody that nobody want to deal with. Maybe you don't know how to serve somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's a lucky. Hey, Thawada Hadar for putting in that the schedule, and also September the 11th is the memorial blowing of the trumpets feast. Thawada for that, other one. 2 hours, sir. No, he tripping. No. Okay. We're gonna go to the book of the water, sir. We're gonna go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. It say they are born for adversity. I actually want to Google this word adversity, because this whole time I've been saying that you can't live by yourself. And if adversity means what I believe it means, then this further proves that you can't maneuver through life by yourself. That definition of adversity is a difficult, unfortunate, or painful situation. We all went through painful situations, difficult times. I mean, that's part of life. You go through things, especially Black and Hispanic people. We stay going through it. Seems like most of our lives, we stay going through it. But it said a brother. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for it. We're built for it. Your brother is built for these hard times, the difficult times, and the troubling times that you go through, that we go through as Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people. That's what we're built for. If a wrench was built for screwing things, a hammer was built for hammering things. You know, a nail gun was meant to nail gun things. That's what it was made for. I'm not gonna use a nail gun to play basketball. I'm not gonna need a screwdriver. Sit it to the side of the room and say, I don't need the screwdriver. I'm good by myself. And go try to screw with my finger. You know what I'm saying? A brother is built for adversity. He's the screwdriver to help fix that situation that you're going through. Right. You said we got to come in, sir? Check in. Come. So let me see. Oh, it's not pulling up on my computer. Oh, what he say?
Just shalom on Christ, mighty priest.
Hey, shalom on Christ, all the one. Y'all bashing Yashbakata. Thank you for checking in, sir. I use you as a powerful example of how a leader should definitely be. Right. So a true leader, it's like a true leader acknowledges that he needs his people by his actions. Right. His actions by serving his people literally shows his people that, hey, I need you. So let me do this thing for you to build you up. So maybe you can build somebody else up. Maybe you can do the same, make a chain reaction for our people to do the same for those people. Like I said, Kasia he would work all day and night, wake up again, come to the school, scrub the walls, do this, that, and the third with his own hands. Because that's what a real leader, what a boss supposed to be. I'm using the word boss because a lot of our people want to be bosses and all that.
Another way I want to be like the white man.
Come.
Boss first.
Right.
Another way you want to be white.
Come. I don't want to say there's another way people try to be like the YT man. Everybody, you want to be the YT man, but you don't really want to be the YT man. The YT man like red meat, raw, and bloody. You ain't doing that. The YT man sleeps with whatever he wants, whatever animal, person, whatever, he sleep with it. You don't want to do that, but you say you want to be a boss, but they ain't really teach you what a boss or a leader supposed to be. A leader acknowledges they acknowledge their people. They acknowledge that, hey, I need you. I'm going to do this for you because I'm showing you that I need you and I appreciate you. You understand what that comment say?
Oh, you said got it.
Okay, cool.
Said, God appreciate you.
No, appreciate you, sis. But yeah. Yes, sir. So again, throughout again, all the one for checking in, sir. It's always good to see you.
Right.
I need you, all the one. You're my brother. I need you.
Right.
So like I think the mouse just died. Okay. No, we're too out. The water. Yes, sir. Yeah, we better get together, man, because the kingdom is at hand.
Right.
Either build a kingdom. We either build a kingdom for us, our brothers and sisters, or like I said, you offhandedly building it for another group of people who are actually building it's manifold. This is a kingdom and a prison cell at the same time. A slave, whatever you want to call it, combine or whatever. This is a kingdom for them, but for you, it's a jailhouse. It's a slave field. And if you're not building the kingdom for your brothers and sisters, then you're building your own jail cell. Or you might be building a jail cell for your brothers and sisters, and you a sellout. You a sorry sucker if you do that. You're not exemplifying what Christ exemplified. He was the living example of we're building this kingdom for one another, for my brothers and my sisters, and I'm literally going to live and die for that purpose. Live and die for my people to have a chance of life and not being the walking dead. He understood the importance of uniting. Either you stand together or you fall alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to the next scripture. So like it. I read Proverbs 17:17, where it says, a friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. We're literally built for it, to fight for one another, whatever we're going through. You're not supposed to go through anything by yourself. Now, you might seem like you might be going through it. It always seems like it's just you. It's like they say, you seem like you're going through it by yourself because you feel this pain. You might even feel physical pain or mental pain or what you're going through. But like I said, your brother and sister is here to absorb some of that pain for you. Take some of the shock from you.
Right.
Because we're built for adversity. We're built to get through hard times together. We're here to build a kingdom together. It ain't just one person coming down to lay down the bricks of a society or kingdom. It's not just one person. It takes a team at the least.
Hey, it's a lot, y'all.
Come.
Where does it say boss in the Bible?
Where does it say boss in the Bible?
It don't say boss anywhere in the Bible.
It don't say boss in the Bible. There's a reason why.
But what it does say is shepherd.
It says what now, the one?
What it does say is shepherd.
It does say shepherd. It definitely do. And the shepherd has the what? They has to protect and feed the flock. You're at service of the flock. You're serving the flock.
Right.
You gotta feed, you gotta walk, you gotta teach, you gotta do all these things for the flock.
Right.
And it's not for no reason. It's by way of saying, I need this flock. I need you.
Right.
We all come together. And you can, like I said, you can't have a flock with just one sheep. That's just a sheep. To even be right, to even be a flock, you got to be together.
Right.
And that's what makes a flock. You know what I'm saying? It's like it. I was in Proverbs. I'm gonna go to 1 John 4:19. Man, throughout for all y'all checking in, man. Even y'all checking in just shows that we need to be together. We're together. This is togetherness. We're online together. We teach together. We learn together. We live together. We eat together. Everything just together, you know. So like, I'm gonna go to. I did mention that, like, in society, we are taught to be by yourself. Like, we even got household items that's named for your own vanity. What do you call it? Like vanity mirrors?
Yeah.
Vanity this, vanity that. It's all about trying to separate you, try to make you the star, the sole star of whatever your life. And you don't know that a star burns out. Stars have supernovas. They explode, they implode. You know what I'm saying? But together we make a whole galaxy, a whole solar system together. Go back to Leviticus 19:18. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. A lot of people bear grudge against their own people. Like we are really good at holding grudges. Right. Like we have so-called gangs in the streets who are beefing over the smallest things. Like their so-called leader who's not even around anymore. Somebody stepped on their shoe or something, or you know what I'm saying, stole their car. And to this day, 2026, those two gangs are still beefing over that. They're bearing a grudge against their own people for no reason. And what benefit do they get from that? What benefit do you get from having some type of street clout and beefing with your own brother? You know deep down you don't want to beef with your brother because you know it's not natural. You know if you start to shoot at your own brother, you know you're shooting at a spin image of you, your own self, because that's your brother. Y'all supposed to be one body. Y'all supposed to be together. But yeah, you want to bear grudge because you ain't strong enough, you ain't man enough, you ain't woman enough to take that person walk to the side with that person and say, hey, I know we got differences. I know we going through this, that, and the third. Let's hash it out. Whatever that looks like, let's hash it out. Because that takes more guts to do. But we would rather bear grudges. If I see this person again, it's up. I'm going to do this, that, and the third. If I see you again, man, if I see you in the street, see you in the block. Nah, man, it should be if I see you in the block again, we're going to hash it out. I shouldn't even have to say that. I already been called you by now and say, hey, my bad, Salagi. I shouldn't have did this, that, and the third. I'm sorry. But you'd rather bear grudge with your brother. You'd rather like we're so fast to fight with one another physically than to hash it out like brothers and sisters would. And that's how you know nobody is as tough as the brothers and sisters in here, because we're gonna pull each other to the side when something going on. You think you tough because you throwing knuckles with somebody. You think that's tough, which is you think it's tough to pull a trigger. When they can't be tough because that's the easy way out. That's the easy route. The easy route is never as tough as the hard route of saying, man, I might have been wrong. My bad. I shouldn't have been thinking like that. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have did that. That's harder to do than to go out there and swing at somebody. It's easy to swing at somebody or pull the trigger. That's easy. But do you want to be known as a easy type of person? You easy, you weak. How can you wake up in the morning just knowing that you weak like that as a man or even as a woman? How can you wake up and say, what kind of weak thing I'm going to do today? What kind of weak person I'm going to be? What kind of divisive person I'm going to be? Nah, you should wake up and say, how can I help my brothers they be better? How can I help my sisters they be better? What can I do for them? Even if it don't bear no reward for myself. The reward is building better brotherhood or sisterhood. That's the reward. But that ain't good enough for you. Because you gotta be pampered and catered to all the time. Because you're really a child at heart and in mind. You want to be pampered and coddled to. And if that don't work, it's either your way or the highway. If I don't get coddled to and pampered to, I ain't gonna deal with nobody. I ain't gonna talk to nobody. You might well fold your arm and stump away. Because that's how I see you in my mind. A real man and a real woman is supposed to come to their brothers and sisters and say, Salagi, I shouldn't have did this. I should have did that. It might, you know what I'm saying? It's tough. It's tough saying you're wrong. I'm wrong. That's a tough thing to do because we taught to have so much pride and so much ego to say, to think that we can't do wrong. When we really taught that it keeps us from uniting with one another and building with one another. That's why we're a bunch of individuals with nothing instead of being a society building the kingdom. Like our King Christ wanted us to do. He said the kingdom is at hand. You're gonna let the kingdom slip away because you're too prideful to come together with your brother or sister. You're too selfish. You don't want to come together with your brother and sister. You'd rather have it all by yourself than to share it with your brother and sister. I'd rather split McDonald's with my brother than to go eat a steak by myself. Because that McDonald's might not fill me up, but at least I get a good laugh with my brother and sister. At least we can build some stories with my brother and sister. At least we can talk about what's going on in our lives with my brother and sister. At least I can war with my brother and sister. But if I'm sitting there eating a steak by myself, what I'm gonna do? Scroll while I'm eating? That's a sad and lonely life, man. And even if you're scrolling on social media, you're trying to be interactive with other people, just digitally. You just trying to do it on the slip because you don't want to, quote unquote, what you say, deal with that person. Nah, they ain't got to deal with you. The fact that nobody wants to deal with you because you don't want to do for anybody other than yourself. It's either your way or the highway. Nah, it's actually the opposite of that. It's my brother and sister's way because their way is my way. Because I treat them how I want to be treated. I love my neighbor as I love myself. So lucky. I'm gonna go back to, oh yeah, bear any grudge of the people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. This is from the Lord. You love yourself to the point where most people try to, most people try to keep up with themselves the best way they can imagine themselves to be able to keep up with themselves. So why not try to keep up with your brother and sister the same way you do that? Like, if I keep my house clean, my room clean, why would I go to my brother and sister house and not try to keep theirs clean? That should be just a no-brainer. That should be a rule of thumb. I love you as I love myself. If I want to be healthy, why not I try to encourage my brothers and sisters, hey, let's hit the gym. Let's start drinking water more. Let's stop eating so much fast food. Because I want to see you thrive just like I want to thrive myself. It ain't fun. They say it's lonely at the top. That's a phrase. It's lonely at the top. Why would anybody want to be at the top by themselves? You want to take your brothers and sisters with you. Like you don't want to be healthy sitting around a bunch of sick people. I mean, that's the only unselfishness that I can think of you being I'm okay with. Like you knowing that you don't want to be around a bunch of sick people. So with that, you want to help them get healthy like you because you don't want to be around sick people. That's fine. But that's actually loving your brother like you love yourself. You want them to be healthy just like you are healthy. You get a flat tire, you going to, if you don't know how to change a tire, you want your people to help you change the tire if you don't know how to change it. Like I saw a video of a sister, she had some kind of issue with her car. She wanted somebody to help her. But she said her dad was out the country or whatever. She ain't had nobody with her. Imagine that being you. You wouldn't want that to happen. You would want somebody to help you. You want somebody to say, hey, I see you over there struggling. Let me help you out. But now we got to the point where we want to be Mr. or Miss Independent. So nobody even want to approach you no more. Nobody even want to talk to you because they know that you in your head, you Miss Independent or Mr. Independent, big boss. Nobody can tell you nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. That's a big phrase in Israel. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Not even yourself. You can't even tell yourself nothing. You so stupid. Salagi, Hadar said, let's stop eating pork, shrimp, and lobster and be healthier. Kambakan, sir. Let's all do that. In my last class, we had Googled that most so-called Black Hispanic people are naturally allergic to shellfish naturally. Just like I Googled, your mental health naturally declines when you're by yourself, and when you're social with your people, mental health seems to rise, to be better. Like it's right there in front of you. I don't expect myself to eat certain things, like you said, Hadar, pork, shrimp, and lobster. I don't eat that, so I expect you not to eat that. I don't eat out of the trash can, so I don't expect you to eat out the trash can. I wouldn't eat a sea roach, so why would I expect you to do that? I can't sit there and let you do that. I can't even sit there and let you have a piece of lint on your shirt, let alone sit there and let you eat a sea roach. What part of the game is this? I be wanting to stand in front of Red Lobster with my arms out like, hey, y'all, what we doing? Because I can't see myself going in there eating cracking no shell. The little juices going down my arms and my hands, and I'm dipping a carcass of a dead sea vacuum cleaner in melted butter and eating it. That's all it is a sea vacuum cleaner, and you eating that. I don't expect myself to eat a sea vacuum cleaner. So why would I expect that from you? Because I love myself, I love my brother, and I love my sister as I love myself. I mean, that's just a simple rule of thumb. You understand? Now imagine if everybody had that same mindset again, though. Like, everybody's going through something, but you know the solution is always right there in front of you via your brother and sister. Like, I might not know how to fix a busted pipe or something in my house, or fix a light fixture or something that's going on in my house, but I can call a brother or sister. They might know. Like, they might know somebody that knows somebody. But nowadays, like I said, we was taught to be individuals. Google helped us be individuals instead of relying on one another. I can Google something instead of calling my partner, my brother in the school, and say, hey, what is this? What is that? And the third. I'd just rather Google it. I'd rather let the computer tell me instead of my brother or sister tell me. Google, you might say, hey, I got a cough. You might ask Google what's going on. They're gonna say you got stage 3 cancer. when you really just need some cough medicine or something. Like, we relying on ourselves and our these material things more than we like relying on each other. And you wonder why we suffering as a people. You wonder why social skills are declining. You wonder why people are more quote unquote introverted nowadays, and people don't go outside and talk to each other and interact with each other no more. You wonder why that cashier always got an attitude behind the counter at the dollar store. It's because y'all, we were taught, we were teaching each other to be alone and to not even knowing or wanting to deal with one another. Like, I ain't got to deal with you no more. I got an iPhone. I ain't got to deal with nobody. Like, bro, you rather rely on a cell phone than your flesh and blood? Like, it's like I'm sitting right here, bro. You rather be on your phone than talk to me, your brother? That's a little odd to me. That's just a little odd to me. And like I said, you really don't want to be alone because you're gonna buy a dog and a cat. You don't really want to be alone because when you do get on your phone, what, you watching other people or other you watching things people produced. So you don't want to be alone. You want to benefit from the things people have, but you don't want to be with the people that created the things that you want, which is sick within itself. That's like me saying, hey, go fix me a meal. And then after you fix me the meal, I'm going to kick you out. Like, I don't want to deal with you. I just wanted this spaghetti. Go on now. Got my spaghetti. Get out my house. What's wrong with you, dog? It ain't that person. There's something wrong with that person. You gotta hold up that mirror, man. You gotta be like Christ. Christ showed you that he wanted his people. He lived and died for his people. He understood that. He understood the assignment. We gotta stand together or fall alone. Ain't no gray area. Either you with us or you against us. Either you bring us that ammunition that we need to fight this war, or you bringing the enemy the ammunition that they need to fight us. Ain't no middle ground. Being independent is giving the oppressor or the enemy the ammunition. Being independent. I know there's a lot of single mothers out here, and sometimes it's not by your choosing, you're doing. I understand that. But you being boastful about it, is something wrong with it. There's something wrong with that. A child has to be raised by at least 2 people. It takes a village to raise a whole child, to raise a child. Even an adult. Like, I need this school. I need the body from this school to help me, because what the hell do I know? I'm a little dummy from a small city in the country. I barely know the language that I speak. I mispronounce words that I've known my whole life. I still mispronounce them. What do I know? So you think I'm gonna know about life by myself? Let alone maneuver things in hard times. How can I maneuver through this trap, this hell that we living in by myself? How can I? Ain't no way you can do that. You had something, sir?
Oh, I mean, and your Shamar is a nigga from here. I don't know half what you do. But I definitely feel you,
Come. And if I'm a toenail, man, you the other toenail sitting next to me. I need you, you need me. We just here to serve the toe. Serve the body. You know what I'm saying? Like, if one of us get clipped, you know, you by yourself, you just a toenail by yourself for the decompose. Because it come.
You don't look like, you don't think that everything with, a body is important until you see somebody walking around and they missing regular stuff.
Right.
You ain't never seen nobody with one ear.
Come.
There's plenty of people who have one ear, but what do? They go and they get a fake ear put on.
Right.
Because there's certain stuff about you being a whole body that it don't look right if it's not together.
Right. Come. Like, I don't want to just say it. It's just, you never know how important these things are, like the body parts are, until you lose it. Right. You know what I'm saying? You never know, like, if you had a pair of AirPods, you lose one of them, you never know how important that other one was, because you starting to hear noise from the outside in the other ear. Right. It's like I'm hearing Tupac in one ear, then I'm hearing this annoying kid in the other.
I gotta listen to this person in front of me argue about his chain.
About it.
I can barely hear the lyrics. I'm trying to hear. I'm just trying to get out of here. It don't matter. I don't even need the next iPod.
Right. Come. You just never know how important it is, man. Right. And like I said, you steady relying on these material things, these technology, to try to be a relief of what you're going through. When they said your brother is made for adversity. They're made for the adversity, not Google. The Bible didn't say Google was made for adversity. We might fool ourselves into believing that Google and social media and Netflix was made for adversity. That don't fix our problems. That just mitigate our boredom or distract us, really, from being with one another. Because without these things, we'd be together, and we probably wouldn't even build these things, because we wouldn't need these things, because we lean on each other for adversity, not Netflix, not YouTube.
I mean,
come. You go ahead and say it, sir.
Hey, I just like a lot of the stuff that is used to be antisocial now, the part that got it to jump off was how it was social at first.
Come.
Like people like being social on people with people they knew in person on like Facebook and stuff like that. Like I remember when it first came out, and we'd be on a school bus, and then different kids on the school bus would be talking about how they made their MySpace, and I got music on it, and
Right.
that, the third.
Right.
Like video games weren't about being by yourself. Video games where you went to a friend's house to play video games.
Come.
You're not just like in a little dungeon by yourself with some headphones on.
Right.
Like it became later, right?
Right.
A lot of that stuff, it got twisted around, but what really got the jump off was social.
Right. Come. That's what, and you just made a heavy point. You was like, the thing that makes these creations, these technologies entertaining is the engagement.
Right.
Like a lot of times, like I say, like these boss women, they like to post themselves on these social media to flash and flaunt themselves. But it wouldn't be fun if nobody was looking at the post or liking the post.
Yeah.
That's social engagement. You try to trick yourself to believing that you don't need anybody to want anybody, but you didn't turn to other people for your entertainment or your pain or your adversity offhandedly. Why not go to the real thing? Go to your brother and your sister. Lean on your brother and sister because they were made for adversity. That's just heavy. That's heavy. You said that, one. Salagi. Sir. Even these people next door who putting up this sign on the store, like, first of all, they together, they're loud though. They together. they came together just to irritate the hell out of us. But the people who building the store next door, man, they a family. They came together to build a store. Like, you ain't gonna do that by yourself. Like, you put the Coca-Cola in your house, in your store. Somebody created Coca-Cola, by the way. You ain't do that by yourself. Somebody else had to do it. They came together as a bit and created a business called Coca-Cola. They used to put a little, you know what I'm saying, the nose candy in it, but they came together and say, we're gonna put that nose candy in this drink and we're gonna have a bar, we're gonna sell it to these people. But the fact that you got a store is because those people came together and created a product that you could put in your store, but you don't need nobody. Nah, you need people. That's the only way we're gonna survive as a people, man. I'm finna wrap it up in a minute. I'm gonna end it off with this scripture that Matthew 22:39 again. Because again, like if the greatest man came down here, the greatest man ever walked the earth, showed you how to live, you should just emulate that. Like when it comes to making money, y'all want to emulate all the money go-getters, the people who, the Warren Buffetts. Y'all seen Warren Buffett go to McDonald's every morning, so now y'all starting to go to McDonald's every morning. Y'all see these boys stacking up their bread. Y'all do exactly what they do to stack their bread. But when it comes to the scriptures, when it comes to Christ, you don't want to follow what Christ did because it was too hard for y'all, huh? Y'all ain't got the strength or the patience to long stuff for your brother and your sister. You ain't got the energy to serve your brother and sister. Serving your brother and sister, me, if I offend you as a brother and I apologize to you, that's me serving you because I'm considering your feelings. I'm considering our relationship. And I'm metaphorically getting that wrench to fix what I might have broken. That's service. I'm service of our relationship at that point. You got to come together as your brother and sister. Matthew 22:39 said, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. You don't expect, you really don't want to be sitting in your house, a big old house by yourself. I don't care how much money you got. You don't want to be sitting there by yourself at the end of the day because your mind gonna start playing games with you. What is it called? cabin fever. You gonna get cabin fever. Your mind gonna start playing tricks and games. You gonna start thinking you seeing things because your mind telling you stupid. You ain't supposed to be here by yourself, stupid. Are you dumb? You with your people, your brothers and your sisters. Like I Googled earlier when I said we Googled, and Google was like, social people genuinely have a better mental health. That's a fact. I mean, y'all like to listen to Google. When Christ said it, y'all didn't want to listen to it, but when Google said y'all listen to it, so I'm gonna go ahead. I had to Google it for you because that's the only way y'all gonna pay attention to it. You gotta love your brother as you love yourself. Either stand together or you're gonna fall alone. And with that, I'm gonna end the class. Pass the class to Officer Ra'i the water for joining in. It's down there, sir.
All right, it is powerful priest, one more hand. Excellent class, huh?
The water, sir.
We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means 10 in Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations, going to be the Feast of the Memorial of the Trumpets. That's Friday, 7:30, September 11th. And with that, we will give a salute to the men of Israel. Men of Israel, Maju, Shabbat, Maju, What we said in Hebrew is, may the Lord bless you in the name of Christ. Y'all time his hands down. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters of Israel, men of Israel Sar, which means to turn. Men of Israel, Maju Shabbat, Maju, Barak. And what we said in Hebrew is, may the Lord watch over you in the name of Christ. Y'all time his hands down. Class dismissed.
Yes, right.